king. In season 2, he went back to the fairy forest thinking they were going to welcome him and be like, Harlequin, you're back. You're our king. We missed you so much. And then when he got back, they were like, no, our real king's that human who stayed and fight with us when the demons attacked and your sister, died. But he was still there fighting for us. Where the fuck were you at? Running around being a bitch somewhere else. And he was like, oh, wow, nobody sees me as the king. Only one that saw him as the king was his, advisor, the person who's supposed to, be there, as his, fairy king advisor. And she was like, yes, Harlequin is supposed to be our king, y'all. You have to chill the fuck out. He's still supposed to, he caused the being there. And then he was like, all right, I have to defend my forest from a gray demon. A big ass gray demon. See, the gray demons are more powerful than the red ones. And last time the red ones came through. And he came through with the chastity full, and he had to scream and get loud because it took a lot of fucking magical power to break through the skull of the gray demon, and he was able to defeat it, so it didn't destroy the forest. And after that, he was like, what would you do, Helbram? And Helbram was like, you just gotta do what you do as a fairy king. And also be, part of that group we're part of. You gotta make shit work somehow. And he was like, yeah. He still had the little fairy wing. See, he wasn't a true fairy either. That's part of also why he, didn't take control of his people like that, because he wasn't, he didn't have his, full power yet. So he knew what he was supposed to do as a king, but he just was kind of lazy about it a little bit. That's how they viewed it. But, he also had to help the Seven Deadly Sins out. He's a member of the Seven Deadly Sins. And then he, fought against, he tried to help people out in Leonis, but, Rosa is a guy that can't be, beaten easily. So somebody else had to step in. We all know who that is. Strength is 84% for King. And speed is 86, and then durability is 79% with the endurance 86%. Intelligence is 84% with experience at 90%. 78% for the close skills. And then range skills are 88%. 81% for his recoup, and then 86% for his hacks. Overall power score, though, is 84.2. And that's King during Season 2. Stay cool, call in the corner.